Hello everyone, welcome to another episode. Last session we talked about the Revolve Command. So for this session we'll be focusing more on the Revolve Command. Actually, this is my most favorite command of all, and let me show you the reason why. Okay, so we're on another episode. Last time we explained and discussed all about the Revolve Command. This time we're going to be focusing more on the Revolve Command. But before we even start, let me just give you a brief definition of its function. So according to this, Revolve creates a 3D solid on or surface by sweeping a 2D or 3D curve around an axis. So the most common or the most important part of this function is creating the axis or the origin point for your object. So what do I mean by that? Let me just give you an example. So I'm going to create, I just click on the line command, and I'm going to create this as my origin or my axis. Okay, and then going to we're just trying to create a random shape. Okay, so I'm going to click on SP line and then click on the endpoint, because the object or the shape that you need to revolve should have the same origin or axis and should not coincide with its axis. Okay, so let's try and just do whatever shape it comes out of this, and then last but not least, there. So once you have this particular shape, all you need to do is just click on the revolve function, or just type it in the command line, revolve, and then just click on the object that you wanted to trace. What we wanted to trace this, or what we wanted to revolve in here as the shape, is the SP line that we just created. So I'm just going to click on this one, and then as soon as I click on that, you need to specify the start point of the axis. Okay, so since we have this line here as the common axis, that's what you need to click. So let's say this is the starting point, and then this is the end point. And as you can see, if I get this in a perspective view, you'll be able to see what revolve does. You see that? So it will ask you the angle of revolution, of course. So we're trying to create a 360 object, so just type in 360, enter, and there you have your shape. So that's how cool revolve function is. You can do all sorts of objects here, just as long as they're symmetrical. Okay, so let's try a more complicated shape. Let's try to create a chess piece like the pawn, and use the revolve command. So first off, I'm going to create an axis, like the common axis for the object that we will be creating. So let's just type in, let's say 300. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to create the head of the pawn next. Let's say diameter 45. There. And then let's try to create like the neck. So I'm just trying to create this piece according to like my memory, okay, of how a pawn looks like. So if you wanted a more detailed like a model, you can always use Google and select an image that you wanted to have as a guide in designing your pawn. But this is just based on a memory, okay? So let's try. I just wanted to show you how this works. This revolve command works. And another neck here. Okay, and then let's just trace that. and then another neck in here. Just gonna move this one to the end point of this line and then just extend it a little. 7. And again, copy paste this and then move. Using the move tool. Just a few, say 25, and then just trace like line here. Okay, once you have the following shape, all you need to do is trace all of this and then trim. This and then put this in the end of the circle, then trim again. Click on the first line that you wanted to be the path or the section which would be the guide for us to trim a certain element in here. Okay, so once done, all you need to do is trace all of the edges using P line again. Just the edges. This one, this one, this one, this one. Enter. And then same with here. Using P line, trace the end, the edges. Okay, there. And then finally the base of your chest piece. This line. Okay. And then adjust this axis, and then you may just delete all of the other elements that we've drawn before and just leave the edge. Okay, same with this one. And then once done, you have to join all of these elements together. Okay, just type in join. Join all of these elements together. Hit on enter, and then it should be just one shape. And then this time you can type in the revolve or use the revolve command. Click on the object that you wish to revolve, and then the axis. So this is the starting point and this is the end point. And there you have it. There you have the shape. All you need to do is type in 360. And there you have your chest piece, your pawn. Okay, if you want to make it look more realistic, let's try and add the material. Then type in wood, look for wood material, and then let's try beechwood cherry or American cherry. Okay, so that ends our tutorial for today. For the next session, we'll be focusing on sweep command. So that's it for our AutoCAD training for today. Next session, we'll be focusing more on the sweep command. So please stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and bye.